Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Wednesday, and it is build day 72. Yes, I said build day 72 out of the build schedule at Villa FELIZ. I am running extremely late, but it's very cloudy outside. That's why the sun isn't beaming in my eyes right now. And the reason that I am extremely late today, because it's like 9 o'clock. And the reason I'm extremely late is because yesterday's episode with Meister Solar out there, it stemmed a bunch of comments and food for thought. So I actually did some more research today, and I'm looking for some more solar options. And I would love to have the solar tiles, like the Tesla solar tiles that they have. But I think it's very difficult to find Tesla in this country, and especially some of the newer technologies at a reasonable cost. And I looked at some of the other companies. As a matter of fact, we had some of the subscribers that are recommending companies, and I reached out to them this morning. I sent out some emails, and we'll see if they get back to me. And but you have to have a delicate balance between aesthetics and efficiency. You can't go too much in either direction, or you lose out. So I am looking. When I say aesthetics, what I mean is basically the looks, where it has to be acceptable. So the submission to the engineering on site for the architectural review will allow these to be able to be installed where you see them from the front of the house. So we will continue to process that information and move forward on that. We'll see where we go from there. So anyway, thank you from everybody who provided a bunch of good information on that. So I know I am late, and another reason I'm late is because I did laundry this morning. Tomorrow, as you know, we're gonna have a power outage, a brownout from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I know it's gonna happen tonight. I'm gonna get back, and everybody's gonna be filling up their water buckets and things like that. So we're probably not gonna have water tonight in preparation for tomorrow. And that's the way things go around here. So you have to have insight, foresight, and you have to be prepared. And that's what I tried to do. I filled my bucket up. I did laundry this morning, at least partial laundry, whatever I could put on my PLDT fiber clothesline up here. My high-tech solution. So anyway, let's get out to the build site and get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Good morning. What is that? What is that you have today? Oh, you know what? Oh, wait. No, you can't take that. No, that's my camera. Wait, I have something for you. Wait. Stay here. Yes. No, that's my car keys. Okay, wait. All right, this is here. I got something for you yesterday. Yeah, I know, you too. Here. Yes, and you too. Here. It's okay? You want some? Isn't it just small candy? You cool?
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, guys. Hey, see you later. Good morning, Michelle.
Why are you so late today?
Oh, because tomorrow's about the power outage, right?
Oh, yeah.
6 to 6.
Yeah.
So I did laundry this morning. I had to do it because I need to do laundry, and I was going to do it tomorrow, and I'm like, I need to do it today because we have no pump, things like that. Oh, she's very awake today.
Yeah, because you're late.
Let me see your braces. I want to see your braces. Oh, they did a good job. Very good. Okay. Do you have new glasses too?
Yeah.
Are those new? I noticed that. They're like my glasses. Almost the same. Yeah.
Oh, no Amber today.
Why?
I saw her with her grandmother. They went to school.
I went to school, not church. School. So I went. Everybody's asking, where's Amber?
Yeah.
They're saying, where's Amber? So she's at school. Oh, that's good.
What I told you.
Well, She's only 3.
Yeah, maybe her grandmother went to
Ah, okay. Okay.
accompany her.
Well, good to know. You're my CSI person. You're my special investigator.
Yeah, because I saw her.
Thank you for
Riding
finding.
a tricycle.
Okay, well, I will share that with everybody who's looking for Amber.
Yeah.
All right, Michelle. I will see you later on.
Have a good one.
You have a good day. You too.
Bye.
Magandang umaga, Tess. How are you today?
I'm fine.
You're fine. Oh, I see those. Ah, you know what? Maybe, what were you gonna do for dinner anyway?
Chicken adobo.
Chicken adobo? Well, can you give me 4 of those? Say the 4 for tonight?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I will do that. And I love that. And I think I have just enough rice, maybe to do one more cup of rice. So I'm good.
It's also can be for the bread also. Bread. You can put this
With bread? Oh, that's right. You can make sandwiches out of the sausage. Ah, very good. Okay, good. I'm hooked then. I got dinner. Thanks, Tess. Have a wonderful day. These are the guys that were working on the storm drain sewer solution last week, remember? And this is where they actually got the pipes in. And I'm gonna walk back here, and they're gonna show. And you see they got the seal, and this is all concrete that's going to seal this all together, and you're going to put that's going to be cover there. So they're going to do that as well. All right, guys, have a great day.
I'm fine.
See you later. No. I will see you later.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Good morning.
Ah, good morning. How's everybody today? Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today? I am great, thank you. I am stopping real quick over here. You remember my famous friend here, Briggs?
Yes.
Right? And he's the assistant to the director. He's the AD for some of the American films. But he's actually working here with the. And are you guys doing 2 houses at the same time?
Yes.
2 houses. And this is the architect's house right here, right? Or
Yeah,
he is a interior decorator, right?
Yes, interior.
That's this one right here. So I'm going to take a picture to see what the progress is here.
What is it?
And
By the way, this is Hinares. Yeah.
yes,
This-
and he's a director.
He's not director now, but
Yes?
he's the chief cook.
For here on this
Here,
side.
this side.
But he does directing with Filipino movies,
Yes,
you
in the
said.
film. Yeah.
So anyway,
Stuntman and director also.
what soundman
Soundman
and
and
director.
director.
So Briggs has explained to me this is like when they're not doing movies, this is where everybody goes. They do this kind of stuff. They actually work on some of the job sites, and then when they have other movies that start up in
Yup.
production, stuff like that,
Yes.
they work with that. But the gentleman down, and what's his name?
Hill Inares.
Hilitnardis.
Yes.
Hilitnardis. Ah, okay. So
This is Hill Inares. This one is stunt director, stuntman.
yeah, I see. No problem.
This my food.
Oh, I just had breakfast, but thank you for it. Looks it
taste all.
oh, it looks wonderful.
Yeah, you
Oh.
taste, you taste.
Is that okra?
Yeah.
Okra
You taste,
and bell peppers.
Yeah, you taste,
and-
you
oh,
taste.
that
You
looks
taste.
great.
To taste that.
But he actually does Filipino directing and sound management. I will try. Let me just try one.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just try this one. Oh, right here. I love okra.
Okra,
I
yeah.
love okra. Let me try this right.
Yeah, it's very hot.
By the way, Tito is the
Yeah, you-
James Tanner. Tanner.
Oh,
James Tanner. He's the
You are-
one owner here in this.
if you direct as good as you cook, that's got to be great movies. This is wonderful.
You will eat
No, I actually just had breakfast, but this is too good to pass up. What do you use for your broth in there? The
ingredient.
Very good.
Sometimes I cook in your house.
Okay.
You had,
Okay, when the house, I don't have a house yet. All I have is a concrete floor right now. But yeah, I will invite you. Thank you. Oh, look at this. Oh, is this for you guys' lunch today?
yeah.
So you are the chief cook here.
No,
Do you know?
Not probably.
Do you know who's the most important, most important person? But do you know who's the most important person on a job build site? Not the people that are building the house. It's the cook.
Yeah, it is. One. This is adobo chicken.
Oh, I can tell that's good. Yeah.
But you taste.
Oh,
It is.
it's
You
okay.
taste only one.
Okay, let me get a very small piece. What's a very small piece? Yeah. Very good.
yeah.
Salamat.
By the way, Tanner, this is one the crew staff of the. Do you know that the survivor?
I do know Survivor. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one staff. The crew.
You want one of the
staff, yes.
on the U.S. In the U.S. or the one for the Philippines?
Serbia, Bulgaria.
Mm.
Yes, he's the one staff.
Israeli.
Survivor.
In Spain.
Dutch. Cambodia. Yeah, he's the one.
You're the one associate.
Before I'm there in Palawan.
Palawan. I want to go to Palawan. Oh,
El Nido.
yeah.
If you want to go to El Nido, ask me. I teach you in the place. Cheap food, cheap hotel. Cheap. He's the one guy here is the tourist guide in the Palawan.
He's the man to know then, huh?
Yeah.
Ah. Maybe we'll take a trip to Palawan one
Yes,
time.
yes, why
But you
not?
guys are very busy now.
not?
But I'm very busy. So when it all gets done,
November, December.
and this is the foreman, the foreman of this build site right here. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Fernando Deloso.
Fernando Deloso.
Fernando Deloso.
Ah, nice to meet you, Fernando.
The guy.
Ah, very nice to meet you.
And then the other guy is here.
Oh, this is going to be a big house. I didn't think this house. This is part of the house here.
Yes. He's the one, you know, that he's the you know that the end of the house.
End of the house.
Yes, he's the one right side.
And what is this semicircle? What is this going to be right here?
I think we have a decorate here now.
Oh,
It's the master's bedroom.
Master bed, and it's going to be rounded,
Yeah,
like rounded
yeah,
windows.
yeah.
Ah,
It's the master bedroom.
the master bedroom.
Yes, the master bedroom.
I see. Let's go
And
in.
he's the other guy is the labor.
Sir.
Hey, Jerry, are you working here?
Yeah,
You working?
I picked them. Yes.
He's a good man, very good man.
I don't know.
He is. I will attest for him. He is.
Oh, yeah,
he is
really?
a very good man.
Yes.
Yeah, very hard. He's a very hard
Very
worker.
hard worker.
Very hard worker.
And this the one, the poor guy is the one labor.
You're not labor.
Yeah. Labor guy.
That's okay. That's okay because I'm labor too. I do work too. I do the same thing.
Not labor because I'm leading man to construction. Because I'm beauty guy.
He's magsiset.
So yeah, I see. So I see all the columns inside. If you poured all that, you got the footers. You already got the footers there, and you haven't started working on the beams yet. Very similar. Yeah.
We're gonna lock the house
Yeah.
back.
Oh, there's gonna be a basketball court back here.
Yeah, right here. And then this is the gazebo.
So did he buy 2 lots, or does he just have? Oh, he owns 2 lots. So you're gonna be. Oh, that's why you can make this house so
Yes,
big. I see. Okay.
This is the swimming pool, and this is the back
This can be a swimming pool.
swimming pool. And this the back is
Well, you know, I had one of my subscribers. They were asking their question. They said they don't see people with swimming pools. I said, well, there are swimming pools out here. There are swimming pools, but you just don't see them sometimes. Hi, good morning. How are you today? What's that? So, is this going to be for the fence line, or what is this going to be for? Is this for fence?
Yeah,
For the fence? I
It's
see.
the end of the house.
I see.
Yeah,
But this isn't going to be a house. This is going to just a house here.
yeah, here.
And
then
it's going to be
there's a-
swimming pool
And
and
this the other one is house also.
2 houses?
Yes, 2 houses. These the ones is from the grandma.
Okay. Oh, I see. So this is the main house, and this is the
the
grandma.
main house, and then the grandma.
The grandma's house.
Grandma's house.
Oh, I see. Well, I can't wait to see the photos, because normally they'll put on the front
Yes.
what it's going to look like.
I think maybe 1 week before.
Later. Hi, Briggs.
You finish your house? No, not yet.
Oh my goodness, no. We're only maybe 30%.
30%?
Only about 30%. Yeah.
How is the end of your house? Is the
November.
month?
I think November.
Ah, okay.
November.
Maybe we got a blessing.
Yeah. Well, the blessing
see
will be in December.
Oh, okay.
I have to wait for my wife to get here.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
very much.
You take care, buddy. So, as you can see, lots of stuff going on this morning, as usual, but it seems like a lot more going on this morning. We got the cistern going on, we got the removing all the dirt underneath the patio area here. They actually pushed the dirt up underneath there when they were digging for the stairway, but it's got to be removed and it's got to go behind, so they're actually doing that. We have the stairs done. They pull the forms off the stairs, so you see walking up the stairs, and it was a very comfortable stride moving up. So I'm very happy with the 30 centimeters in the, I said millimeters, but I meant to say centimeters. For the tread, the 30 centimeters in the tread, and a little, I think it was just a little less than 7 inches on the rise. So I recommend don't go over 7 inches on that. So anyway, the forms have come off. A minimized amount of honeycombing on yesterday's pour of all the columns. Reconstructing the forms again for the next pour, which will be probably tomorrow. We don't have cement. We ran out of cement yesterday. We actually had to go out and get 1 or 2 bags just to finish the stairway yesterday. I don't know when my builder has the next shipment, but I'm sure it'll be very soon because we need it for the columns. So lots of stuff going on here this morning. At the same time, you don't see in the background, they're still pouring the perimeter fence, the development team out there. Maybe we'll walk over here later on and see what progress those guys are doing. So I'm gonna get set up over here in Bahay Kubo and check some emails and try to reply to some of the comments and stay on top of that, and maybe some coordination. So let's head into Bahay Kubo and take care of that. But before I go in and take care of things in Bahay Kubo, I meant to come back out. There's a couple things. One was, one of the subscribers was asking a question about what type of board are we using that has the non-stick coating that we're using for the forms, and it's called Marineplex. I don't know if that's the name of the company or the brand or whatever, but you probably look it up and you can find out. And that can be used over and over and over again. So I'm gonna do a little bit of watering of the plants. So did you see this? This and this is the mango. Yeah. Did you see how This guy's like growing every single day. This guy's a little bit slower growth, but I don't know if it's like a male and a female or what. I can't tell. I have no idea how to tell between the two. But this guy's growing like twice the rate of this guy is over here. So, but who knows? It maybe has something to do with male or female. I don't know. So we'll continue tracking this every single day. And I want you to see this. And this is the, you know, I planted all these avocado seeds. And this is, you'll see what'll happen is when the avocado seed is actually gonna start to take a little bit, it'll get roots out of the bottom. I haven't looked to see if it's too early, I think, right now to have roots. But this is what's going to happen. You're going to get a split just like this, and the trunk of the plant is actually going to come out through the split at some point, and the roots will go down to the bottom. Then after you have enough substantial roots and you have enough of the growth on the top, then you can transplant that into soil. Or you can, a lot of people, they just plant it right into soil. I tend to like this technique right here because it seems like I get quicker growth like that. And then it's more established, and I find I have a better rate of survival when I do it like this. So anyway, I was just looking over my shoulder and I saw they're starting with #1 of the switch outlets that they're going to be putting inside the walls. And I had spoke with my builder earlier and I said, I want to be more on a US standard. Because you have the option of determining where you want your switches. Of course, there's code that says you can't be so far down and so far up. But you have an area that you can work with. The US standard is a little bit lower on the wall. Which is what I want to go. I'm a more comfort. It's an ergonomic kind of a thing. I don't want to be reaching up in the air for light switches. So when they were installing it, I started to look real quick and I said, "Oh, that looks a little bit high." And so we calculated for the cement that we're going to be using for the self-leveling cement and the tiles and everything. It's going to bring us up to another about 50 millimeter from the base of the concrete right now. And so what I asked him to do, his original one was we were going to go up 150 centimeters from ground level, from the tile level. And I looked at it and I said, that's going to be too high. So we did a tape measurement, and I'll show you what it originally looked like. So originally it would have been, the box would have been right up about here, right about this point right here. And that's, for me, look at me sticking my arm out of it. I don't want it that high. In the US, it's an ergonomic, it's usually about 120 centimeters right here. So he's going to have his electrician over here, and he's going to have them put all of the boxes, all the switch boxes for the lights at 120, and that'll work for me. Alright, we have not had a Bahay Kubo time in quite a while. We've been so busy around here with the construction and the visitors and all the things that have been keeping me away from doing this, and especially during lunchtime. Well, today it's lunchtime now, and it's in the middle. It's about 12:30, and we have a gentle rain, as you can see, that's going around, which is great because all the concrete. I really am happy that we got water. This is the first time since we did the pour that we've actually had rain come down substantial enough to actually do some watering of the main slab. I'm not sure that's doing a lot of good for the columns right now because they're vertical, but it is getting a little bit, so I'm thankful for that. And I also received a phone call this morning from Mike from Meister Solar, and he said to me that they've already gotten a very good response from the very few hours that we've been able to show Meister Solar on our channel here. So good for you, Mike. I'm glad that you have people giving you a call, and hopefully this helps you out. And I also want to say this. Mike said he is on his way, I think he said next week, and he's going to Munich. His brother Danny and Mitch that basically formed the company. Danny and Mitch will be staying behind. Mike will be going to Munich, and it's like a convention. It's similar to the World Bex convention that I went to up in Manila. It has to do with all the new technologies, and solar technology in particular is what he's going for. And after the response from you on this channel, asking for more information about different ways of doing storage, energy storage, other than the as you need it, as you get the sun, as you use it, he's also looking into bring some more of that technology back if it's affordable. He said right now battery technology puts quite a price tag on the cost of a solar installation, but he's open to suggestion, and he knows it's a desired installation requirement around the world. So hopefully he comes back with some good stuff. And what we'll do is when he comes back, and as soon as I get information, I will share that with all of you. So what I'd like to do, I'd like to go ahead and address some of the comments that the subscribers and the viewers are actually posting today while it's raining and it's nice and calm and it's quiet. The builders aren't doing anything. So let's take a look at some of the things on here. I got one from Mike Deuce or Ducey, excuse me if I mispronounce your last name. It says, "Hi James, I know that your septic tank is under construction. It is deeper and bigger than a normal septic tank. Has the walls been beefed up to use 8-inch concrete hollow blocks, and will it have beams across the top to support the soil weight on the top? Could you go over the drawings and the sizes and explain the cistern section also? A cistern to me is a small water tank that is used that flushes the toilet. Also, the basement walls, are they to be against the soil? Are they going to be stronger in any way? In the Philippines, they don't do retaining walls that last," and that's true. So I'm going to try to address, you're talking about three topics. You're talking about septic tank, you're talking about cistern, and you're talking about the wall of the basement that's going to have pressure from the actual ground pushing up against it. So let's start with the biggest thing first. Let's talk about the basement. And I've actually addressed a lot of this in some of the earlier videos. So if you get a chance to look at some of that, you'll see some of the stuff that we talked about. But we will talk about these right now since the question came up. Anyway, for the basement, I know that the normal standard size for built in North America and in Europe or the UK is you want to have 8 inches of a minimum of 8 inches of wall for strength. And when you do that, it's like if you're doing concrete hollow blocks, you want to make sure all your vertical rebars are every other block going across, going vertically, and then it's either every 2 or every 3. I can't remember what that one is. And then it's either every 2 or every 3 for the longitudinal or the horizontal rebars that support going this way from column to column. So what I asked my builder to do, I said let's maintain. We have to do at least 8 inches. So our blocks that we have here are 6-inch and 5-inch. But that would be way too much overkill. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the 6-inch and we're going to add a 4-inch, and it's going to give us 10 inches worth of wall space. And where the seams overlap on each one of the concrete hollow blocks, the one behind it is going to center on it so that you don't have seam matching up with seam. So they'll do an overlap. And we'll use the same strategies that they do in North America and that they do in Europe for the rebar reinforcement, both vertically and horizontally. And also for waterproofing. Let me talk about waterproofing a little bit here too, because it's very important. For the waterproofing, what we're going to do is we're going to use some type of a waterproofing membrane. And normal techniques that you use in as many different companies that produce all these different type of waterproofing solutions that go on the side of the basement. What we're going to do is we're going to choose one. I'm trying to get a hold of Sitka, S-I-K-A, and they make a product that I can't seem to find. There is Sitka, I can't find in the Philippines. There is Sitka in the Philippines, and they have an alternative, but it's been very difficult to try to maintain communications with the company up in Manila. But I'm going to do a follow-up on that, and we'll have to be doing that probably within the next 30 days because we're approaching rainy season. We want to knock out all of our drainage solutions and our waterproofing before we hit rainy season. So, and it doesn't matter which one that you use, you have to have a waterproofing solution. Basically, it's like a paint. You take a roller type of paint on, and you do horizontal, and you do vertical, and you do all these kind of, so you get a good seal of your basement concrete hollow blocks. And then what you do is you put some type of membrane that goes over the outside on top of that. Some type of like a membrane that goes over it, like a waffle cone type of a sheet that goes on inside there, so that when you push the earth back up against the wall, the earth doesn't actually lay up against the waterproofing solution that you used on it. It will go on this membrane that goes on the outside. And there's several different ones out in the market. We just have to find somebody here. So that's the basement portion. For the septic tank isn't nearly as deep as it looks, because what you're seeing is all the piles of earth from the excavation laid on the top. It's a fairly big septic tank, but it's not as deep as you would think. So when you actually get to grade level, and because all this earth that you can see, it's going to move. So it's going to be the standard what they use here inside the Philippines. I think we're only using the 5-inch concrete hollow blocks for that, but it's a 3-chambered, and in between each one of the chambers, they're going to act like security that's going to push the wall out, push against the wall so that the earth doesn't push in and do a collapse. And it's also going to have the same type, and it already is, I already saw them doing it, it already has the same type of a rebar, steel reinforcement as what we're doing with the walls of the basement, which is basically vertical and horizontal reinforcement that goes along each one of the layers. So that's that one. And for the cistern, now the cistern is another creature, because the cistern is lower than, it's going to be deeper than the septic tank. And the reason we're doing that, because the top of the cistern has to be able to, all of the water runoff from any of the heavy rains and any potential flooding that might come inside the garage basement and go inside the sump, and the sump will take that water. We'll have a sump pump, and it will push it into the cistern. So the cistern, the top of the cistern has to be at level with the base of the garage. And even though it looks from here, it looks like the garage is very deep under the ground. The garage is only 1.5 meter under the ground, because we have 1.1 meter on top of grade level, which is going to be sticking out of the garage. So it's really, it's not a true basement in the sense of a basement. It is just really going a little bit over 1.5 meter, and then you would add on whatever the slab is inside there. So the other question about the cistern is, what are we going to use it for? And you mentioned something about using it for like water coming into a house for like toilets and things like that. Well, you could do that, but we're not using it for that. We're actually going to be using it for all the runoff from the gutters, all the water that's going through the emergency perforated pipe that goes around the base of the garage, and we're going to be using it for, let's see, what was the other thing? There's like 3 things that we're using it for, but it's mainly for evacuation of water around the house. And then that will go inside the cistern. Then what we're going to use the water for is we're going to use it for our irrigation. We won't use any irrigation from the subdivision, and I won't have to pay for any water from the subdivision to do all the watering of the grass, of the plants, of the trees, and anything that we have inside here. So we'll have a pump inside the cistern. There'll be a little pump house. We already have the plans for the electricity. We already ran it through the circuit breaker, where the circuit breaker is going to be coming through. It's going to go outside the house, down a trench along with the pipes, and go there. And we're going to set up basically a booster pump, and we'll have something just like the PPR pipe that we have inside the house. It will be pressurized. When you turn the water on, what will happen is the pump will kick on, and we'll have an irrigation system. So I hope that answers your question, and let's move on to the next one. That was long. So John Doe asks, he says, you don't have to mount the panels on the roof of your house for them to be affected. I think effective maybe. You can also ground mount the frame back away from the house, angled to the sun. Well, let's remember, I asked him about that. And the more I think about that, I think we're not going to go with that option, because our backyard is so small. We take up 14 meters worth of space. When we want to use this, all the backyard, we want to use it all for vegetation and trees and landscaping and stuff like that. So I think we're going to try to come up with a different option here later on for the solar. Like I said earlier, Mike is going to Munich, and hopefully he comes back with some really good, interesting stuff that we might be interested in. John also says, he talks about generator inside here. He says, as for a backup generator, you need a minimum of 10K diesel for the size house you're building. 20K would be best for you. You can get away with 10K for a short while, and you'll need a distro too. So anyway, what we're doing with the generator unit, we're not going to determine that until we're not even going to install it until we have a full idea of what our usage is going to be. It's really not so much the size of the house, it's actually what you got compacted inside. How many utensils, appliances, things inside, refrigerators, aircon units, electronics and things like that. So once we get a firm grasp on what we're going to have inside here, then we're going to make that choice to go out and select an appropriate size generator. But that's good information, John. And you had one more thing on there. You said then John said one more thing about the generator. He says basically he wants us to have one big enough so that he can come over to our house and jam and have a mini concert in the backyard. Have you ever thought about building a small stage and recording studio? Well, you never know, John. You never know. So anyway, thanks, John. That was a great input there. Let's go on. And DB Coop asked a question, and they say, you may have answered this and I missed it, but here in the States, solar with a grid tie system can usually not be used in power outage. For example, brownout for backup power. Well, I'm going to assume that, yeah, I think that it can be used over here. Because I think that's probably one of the main reasons that people have some of the solar options, especially, well, I already know, Henry has it. Henry has, and he has batteries. That's why he wanted to talk with my solar to see if they could source him some, because his batteries are starting to decay and he needs to do a turnaround and pull his batteries out and get some more. But I think that what they're using over here, that you can actually use it during brownouts. And I'll try to get some more information on that. But thanks for that question. A lot of questions about yesterday's solar and about energy and things like that. This is, Light Rose 100 says, do you have batteries for storing the power? Is it a grid tie power? Well, I don't have anything now. I don't even have a solution yet. We're talking about it right now. And we would like to have some kind of solution that has some type of storage. And again, that's why Mike is actually trying to get some more information when he goes to Munich and comes back. Hopefully we have some type of a storage solution that we can do an installation. I need something for when the sun is in the 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock at night period. I need to rely on some type of a storage. So I don't know if the little bit of wind that's coming through or the rain is so loud. I hope it's not too disturbing. I hope I'm not wasting my time and I got to delete all of this because of the noise. But hopefully you can hear me, and I'll find out in just a little bit. It seems like most of the questions today were actually a result of yesterday's solar episode. So what we're going to do is, as soon as I get more information, and Mike assured me today on his phone call that we would be discussing more about the solar, because he would like the channel here to pass on when they get new information. He would like to use this resource as a way to get that information out to you, because it's all about knowledge. Well, anyway, I'm going to close out today's Bahay Kubo session. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I get more time to do these in the future, and I hope that the rain isn't too noisy here. So let's get back to business as usual. So I got to tell you, this worked out perfectly. It rained a lot during the entire lunch hour, and then it was like 1 o'clock exactly, and the rain stopped, and the guys just jumped right back into their normal work rhythm out here. So again, the angels blessed me today. So I'm gonna walk around and see where we are on some of the status of some of the build. So I just want to clarify something. A bunch of folks are concerned about the depth of certain things, like the cistern, the septic tank, and the basement, things like that. So I will give you an example. We're really not that deep down. So I want you to look down here. You see how deep all this looks right here? Well, you see this young man right here. You see his shoulders, the level of his shoulders right there? That's about ground level. So that's actually where our ground level is actually going. So from his shoulders down to where they're standing at, That's about as deep as our basement is going. It's only about 1.5 meters down. So, and that is great. That is great. All of this stuff you see out here right now, this is way above grade. This is all excavation right here. All that stuff over there and down here. So as you see, if you look from this side, right about the street level is grade, and this is all built up right here. So it's a optical illusion, so to say, right now. So we're really not that deep inside the ground. So I think it's not going to be that much of a problem. And even us putting 10 inches of concrete hollow block for a basement fill that's only about 1.5 meters deep, that's pretty much overkill. But it's going to be very strong, and I would rather it be overkill than underkill, and that's having cracks and things like that. So I think we're going to be good. Well, I'm noticing that today's video is running kind of long, and that has to do, every time we do a Bahay Kubo TIme, it always runs long. And I apologize for that, but to be able to fit that in and also show you what's going on around here, it'll run a little bit later. I think I have more complaints from people saying I run the videos too short than I do too long. So just let me know your opinion if you think it's okay. And anyway, so I did say earlier that I wanted to go look at and see at the wall real quick. So before I close today's video out, let's go see what they're doing on the construction on the perimeter wall around here. Let's see what kind of progress that those guys are doing as well. So anyway, replacing lots of new brick. They're putting the new brick on top of the ones that were missing and in bad shape, and then they're going to put a solid form all the way across here, and then back behind me over here along the perimeter, they're building all brand new wall on the back of the area, because the wall that's back here has been maintained. He says it's government property and wall. So they're responsible, nobody's doing any maintenance. So the developer's going to put all new wall along the back here. So that's great. This is so strange being able to see all the property back here. These are the properties. This is lot 30, I think 33 and 34, or 34 and 35. The ones that are directly across from my property. But this lot right here is sold, and this lot over here is sold. I think the same individual bought both the lots, and I think they're going to be developing around November or December this year. But I could never see, this was never open before, and these are the two properties that I keep saying somebody needs to get these properties right here. These are wonderful, with the drop down right here, and building the like a deck on the back of the house, and some bedrooms or family room down into the ground, and just cut in on an angle onto the hillside. Whoever gets those are going to have very nice lots back here. So this would be great if these lots get sold, and these two lots here are sold, and my house is being built here. So this entire corner back here, and this is the most elevated, like I said, this is the most elevated property in this phase of the subdivision back here. And this will be a really nice little community right here, and then it will spread from the rest of it once people start seeing that people are inhabiting some of this area and then doing development and growing. Well, anyway, I think I'm going to close out today's video right here. We got a lot of stuff done today, and it's been just a wonderful day. Even though we've had, look at the clouds. I mean, the clouds have worked perfectly for us today. The clouds and the rain, it kept things cool around here. It made me more comfortable, made the workers more comfortable. It certainly made the concrete more comfortable today, and we're going to have stronger concrete because of this. So what did we accomplish today? Well, we got stuff done with the forms. The forms came off of the concrete pour from the day before, and they're set up for tomorrow. Hopefully we have no issues with that. We got to have some concrete delivered. I still don't know when the concrete's going to be delivered for that. The concrete pour is going to be dependent upon that. Lots of good stuff inside the cistern. Lots of good stuff today with the area where we're actually going to be doing the stairway on the back of the patio. Some more form work being done, and just a lot of really good stuff around here. So if you enjoyed today's video, if you found it informative, if you found it the least bit entertaining, please give me a thumbs up, please share, and if you have not subscribed, please click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right section of your screen, and you will be a subscriber, and then you will get the latest notifications each time I push a new video. So until tomorrow, which is going to be build day 73, yes, build day 73 here out at Villa FELIZ, you have a wonderful day. Bye.